Hey guys, Card Cash here. Recently I've had a few random acts of kindness go my way, and I'd like to share some of that with you today. So this box here is from my brother-in-law. He's about the same age as me, and we collected at the same time when we were kids, and so I got this. Wanted to show you what he did with the inside of the box. So there's the old Stan the Man puzzle. You guys probably remember that. I think it was 88 Donruss, but anyways, he glued that on the inside of the box, so kind of cool. Never thought about doing that. So here's what I got. A lot of you guys could probably know what this is right off the bat here just by looking at that. But I'm going to go through the highlights of what we got here. So the 89 Fleer. Some good stars in that one. Oops. Like the Nolan Ryan cards. Always like a Nolan Ryan card. That one's in good shape. Like the playing day cards of Nolan Ryan. This one's awesome. Canseco McGuire on there. And Terry Steinbach. Got a couple of those in there. So that's that. They had, I think these came in the rack packs. I pulled these out too. I like the inserts or whatever you would call them back then. Pretty sure they came with the rack pack. Might be wrong, but I pulled those out of the box too. They're always good stars in those kind of sets. All-star team. Some Hall of Famers. Well, Darryl Strawberry. He's not in the Hall of Fame, but he was a fun player to watch. Bobby Bowe. Still getting paid by the Mets. And Orel. He had a few dominant years for the Dodgers in the 80s. Then we've got 88 score. So I'll show you what I pulled out of the 88 scores. Some Rocket cards. I always pull out Rocket cards. I'll put these in my binder. Had a few of them. I always like Jose Canseco cards, so I got his score one here. Very nice. I'm a Cubs fan. Growing up, big fan of Rhino. So I like to pull out his cards. A big fan of Dawson too, but these years he was in for the Expo. Well, he was playing for the Cubs, but the Expo uniform for his card that year, so I don't pull those out unless he's in the Cubs. Mike Schmidt. I'm a big Mike Schmidt fan. When I was a kid, sent him a letter or through the mail. He sent me back signed card with the letter. I made a video about that before, but I always like Mike Schmidt cards. So I'll pull all the Mike Schmidt cards out that I saw. A bunch of these score ones. All sorts of glare. Several Mike Schmidt cards. Old George Brett. He was a good star of the 80s. Great hitter. Ozzie Smith, a great defender. He was a fun one to watch. Wizard of Oz. So I like to pull out Ozzie Smith cards too. He was one of my childhood favorites when he did the backflip. Pretty cool. Don Mattingly. Donnie Baseball. Paul Merrow. Started out with the Cubs. Lied to Congress about steroids. But this is his rookie or second year card. Early year cards for him, so I pulled them out. Pretty sure this is a rookie card for Caminetti. Pulled that out. There's a few of them. He had a great career. Oops. So pulled out all the Ken Caminettis. I think it's Matt Williams rookie too. So we'll pull those out. player, had a great career. Early Bonds cards. Tony Gwynn, great player, great hitter, gone too soon. He was a great broadcaster too. So I was a Tony Gwynn fan. A lot of the 80s stars I just pulled out here. Cal Ripken, he was great. Here's some Schmidt highlights, 87 highlights. Like I say, I like the Schmidt cards. Several of these go in the binder. Lots of Mike Schmidts. Some Don Mattingly's. A few of those. I had some of these. I like these cards when I was a kid. This one had Don Mattingly, Jack Clark. Kind of cool. I had a few of these. So I like that when they had a couple of stars together on a card. Pulled those ones out. This one, Ripken and Trammell. Tony Fernandez too. Those are the big ones on there. Got a few of those. Ron Gant, rookie. He had a decent career. Braves just won the World Series. Those are pretty nice. Some more of those other cards. Mark McGwire, Matt Noakes. Whatever happened to Matt Noakes? McGwire ended up having all sorts of home runs. Noakes, he had a bunch when he first started, and then I don't ever know what happened to him. These ones I just kind of pulled out for, it's kind of funny. I was watching Sunny in Philadelphia the other day, and Charlie's like, oh, those Greg Jeffrey cards, they still might be worth something someday. They were the hot cards back in the day. Everyone was looking for them. He had a decent career, just didn't turn out the way a lot of people thought. Nolan Ryan cards. I'll always pull out a Nolan Ryan card to save for the binder. Great pitcher, threw a lot of no-hitters, threw really fast. I was glad to find these cards in there. Here's one from 90 Score. All right, and then I'll show you the 87 tops that I pulled out. So John Kruk rookie. Another one gone too soon. He's a great broadcaster. It's like Tony Gwynn. He was a funny guy. Rocket cards. I like that card. Had a bunch of these already from when I was a kid. Bought a lot of 87 tops. Mike Schmidt again. Kind of see a theme here of the players I liked. George Brett. Remember that pine tar incident? That's probably might be what he's most well known for when he came charging out of the dugout, very angry because what happened? The ump took away a home run or something because of pine tar. This is a cool one. It's got Don Mattingly and Ricky Henderson on there. Yankees team leaders, even though I'm not a Yankee fan. I like that card. And Rhino. There were a couple of Barry Larkin rookies in there. So there's a Hall of Fame rookie. Really like this card, the Gold Cup Canseco card, Rookie Gold Cup. More Rocket cards. Don Mattingly. This one has the trademark. Robin Yount, another Hall of Famer. Wizard of Oz. Of course, I always pull out Nolan Ryan cards. I've said that several times. So that's the baseball cards I got. Oh, the one I like the most. So these score packs, they were real cheap when I was a kid. I think 35 cents cheaper than the others. And I bought a few of them because I was looking for this card. But I never pulled it. But luckily, this was in the box. So I never did get this card until just now. This is an iconic card, the Bo Jackson baseball football one. So that was my favoriteest card that I pulled out of there. My brother-in-law also gave me this one. He wanted me to see this one. That's old Karl Malone there. What's this, like 90 hoops or something? It's not a basketball pitcher. He was an actor in a movie called Rockwell back then. He was one of the Cowboys. Abel or something was his name. But that card kind of makes me smile. I like that, seeing old Karl Malone on there. So thanks a lot, E. That was fun to go through all those cards. I liked looking at them all, brought back memories, and there are some really nice cards in there, and this one's just great. My collection needed that. So thank you so much. Also, another random act of kindness. I was chatting it up with Hard R, Dan at Hard R Cards. He was asking me what I needed for my jazz collection. This guy's very generous. He has a very nice jazz collection. Asked me if I needed Stockton, Malone. I was like, I've been looking for some Eatons. Eaton passed away recently with a tragic biking accident, and I didn't have any of his cards, or none of them that were any good at least. So Hard R hooked me up. He sent me a text with the pictures of different cards with Eaton autos. He's like, you want one of these? I'll send you one of these. I was like, heck yeah. What do you want? Do you want to sell it? You want to trade for something? And I don't have a collection like Hard R, but he's so generous. He's just like, yeah, send me whatever. So he sends me this beautiful Mark Eaton auto Spectra. It's numbered out of 60. So they ain't making any more of these. He was a great player, completely underrated. He was an all-star one year. I think multiple Defensive Player of the Year award. He got a lot of crap back in the day, but he would just stand there with his arms straight up, playing defense. The refs hated him, and Magic or James Worthy would always come charging in and just run into him, and they would always get the call. Mark Eaton got no love from the refs, but he would lead the league in blocks and stuff. But I really like this card, and to know that it came from an awesome YouTuber like Hard R Cards makes it even that more special. So I like to think a lot of, when I'm looking at my cards, of where I got them from. And all the cards I showed you today, there's a special place from that, from, random acts of kindness from people in the community, awesome people like Hard R and family members. You just love it. So that's what it's all about, guys. Thanks for watching.